Hello, my friends. Welcome to our Monday night live broadcast. And tonight, we're going to continue on a subject that we talked about last night. Why network marketing leaders are searching for a new home. Tonight, I'm going to share some information with you that, frankly, you're not going to hear anyplace else. What I'm going to share with you will have an amazing impact on the growth of your business. I want to welcome all of my friends that are watching this on Facebook, watching this on LinkedIn, watching this on my YouTube channel. We're going to jump right into this. You know, 70% of the people who are in a network marketing company are what we call orphans. They got introduced to a company, they got introduced to a product, and the person that brought them into the business is no longer in the business. So they got no team to work with. They have no tools. They have to rely on what the company makes available. And that's one of the reasons why so many people have a negative attitude about network marketing. They try it, they fail. So tonight, we're going to tell you why people are leaving companies and searching for another one, what network marketing leaders in what companies are looking, how do you find them, and how can you bring them into your business. Now, the truth is that the information I'm going to share with you, as I said, you're never going to hear anyplace else. And when you understand what's going on in the industry, you'll understand why people don't talk about it. 28 years ago, I was introduced to network marketing by my divorce attorney. And I had a friend who had made millions of dollars in the business. So it gave me some sources of credibility. So I jumped in and gave it a shot. And it wasn't until after 3 years of building a business, and I became my company's most prolific recruiter, and I was doing it on AOL. But it was 3.5 years before I learned the information that I'm going to share with you tonight. And frankly, this is the way I feel about it. If you're going to play a game, you got to know what the rules are. If you want to be successful in a business, you have to know what the deal is. Most people get into a network marketing company, and don't get me wrong, you will never come across anybody that is more passionate about the network marketing business model. No one. And yet every week I talk to people who have gone broke buying into all kinds of deals to build a business. Last week I was talking to a woman who bought into a way to build a network marketing business that revolved around advertising. She and her husband mortgaged their house because they were confident that this program was going to work. She lost her house. So when you know what the top earners in your business know, and then do what they do, you will become a top earner faster. Next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm hosting my second top earner retreat for the year. I'm going to put the link in the chat. And I've done something that frankly I've never done before. This weekend was Mother's Day. So I have a Mother's Day special. Let me put it in the chat. It was supposed to end Sunday. You can go to maxsteingardt.com/retreat. Use the promo code. Great deal. Now, even if you can't make it, you'll have access to the recorded sessions. This will be a real game changer, not just for you, but for everybody that's on your team. Additionally, I'm keeping my May boot camp open for another 24 hours. You go to maxsteingardt.com/bootcamp, use the promo code, bigger deal. All of the sessions are recorded. And we're going to be introducing new things that will help you build your business. Now, the best things about network marketing are, one, low startup cost. I've been through a divorce. I needed to find a way to make money again. Before my divorce, I had a publishing company, multi-million-dollar company, Inc. 500 company. Network marketing gave me a chance for a low investment to start a legitimate business. As a matter of fact, the tax write-offs that you get when you have a business, over $6,000. Leverage. No geographical restrictions, no limits to your income. That was the big one for me. Residual income. Again, make the sale one time and get paid over and over. It's residual income that attracts people to this business. Low business monthly overhead. Your auto ship. Cost of buying the products. No employees. Trust me. My previous business, I had 250 employees. No employees in network marketing. The people. Probably one of the nicest things about this business. You know, one of the motivating quotes that I heard from Jim Rohn, my first week in network marketing, was, where you are today is because of the people that you've hung around with for the last 5 years. Where you're going to be 5 years from now is going to depend on the 5 people that you hang around the most with. I'll tell you right now, where you're going to be in your business by the end of the year is going to be determined by the people you talk to and who those people know. Personal development. Personal development is an important part of being successful in network marketing. You are going to invest in yourself. You're not going to be the same person. Not going to be the same person you are today. When you become a top earner in your business, there are all kinds of things that you have to learn. And when you learn these things, you have to practice. You have to put these into play. Time freedom, financial freedom. It's what attracts everybody. Now, what does it take to be successful? Decision, vision, grit, specialized knowledge. In most cases, you have to forget everything that you know. Mentorship, a game plan, focus, integrity, leadership, luck. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Personal growth, the right company at the right time, and continuous daily activity. That's what it's going to take. So let me talk a little bit about network marketing facts that you need to remember. Residual income is a wonderful thing, and it attracts everyone to the business. You make the sale one time and continually get paid for your efforts. When you're in the right company, you will experience organic growth. The people that you bring into the business will tell their friends. They love the products, they will tell their friends. Month after month, it will grow. It may grow slowly, depending upon the size of your group, but it grows. Tonight, I'm going to tell you how to do it fast. John Paul Getty's quote, "I'd rather have 1% of the effort of 100 men than 100% of my own." So true. But you only get paid for as long as the company remains in business. Now, when people are just getting started in a network marketing company, they don't know this stuff. You always have to remember that you are betting on many things when you get into a network marketing business. You're betting on the company owners. How committed are they to the network marketing business model? Over the years, we've seen companies that use network marketing as a method to grow and expand. And when the companies get to a certain size, the owners say, "Thank you very much." And then they cancel the distributor agreements. As a matter of fact, when my divorce attorney gave me the distributor agreement to sign up, I read it and I laughed and I thought, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Have you read this?" The distributor agreement says the company can terminate you at any time. Betting on the owners. You're betting on the company's management. You're betting on the company's leadership. You're betting on market trends. So if the company closes, you lose your residual income. If the company merges with another company, the compensation plan always changes. If the compensation plan changes, your residual income can shrink or it can stop altogether. If leaders are unhappy, they'll find another company, take lots of people with them. I have a friend that went to bed on Friday. He was in a company, it was a binary. He had over 50,000 people in his left leg. The top distributor in the company over the weekend jumped ship, took most of his people with him. He had nothing left. So have you ever wondered how some people achieve success in your business so fast? They become top earners in your business by recruiting people with large circles of influence, people like him. Network marketing leaders and companies refer to people like this as whales. I want you to understand, when I first got into this business, one of the first things I did was I ran ads in a newspaper. I had a lot of experience doing that. I could run an ad in the Sunday Palm Beach Post, get enough responses to fill a hotel room, and sign up enough people at that presentation to pay for the ad, pay for the hotel room, and that's how one of the ways I was building my business. I remember someone called on the ad. He was a very sharp sounding guy. And we talked for about 5 minutes. He says, "Is this network marketing?" I hated when people ask me that question. I didn't know. My belief in the business model was based on the assurances from my divorce attorney and my friend that, hey, these things are real. I said, yes, it is. He said, well, thanks, but I'm not interested. Well, I wasn't shy. I asked, we started to have a good conversation. So I asked him, I said, would you mind telling me why? I'm just getting into this business. Maybe you know something that I don't know. Maybe you can save me from making a mistake. Why? He says, well, I'm good in sales. And I got involved in a company. And in about 6 months, I got my income up to where I was making about $20,000 a month. And for a year, it was wonderful. And then the company went out of business. He says, I would never do it again. Never. But back then, I didn't know what I would learn 3 years later. Because you see, if that happens, the top earners in your business, they don't walk away from the business. They find another company. And if that ever happens to you, your warm market now consists of everybody else in your company. They're all looking for a new home. The top earners in your company will find another company, bring all the people with them that will follow them. Now, 70% of the people that are in a network marketing company are orphans. They're not connected to anybody. And so many of them could follow you to another business. That's how it's done. The fast way to become a top earner: talk to people that you know that have large circles of influence, bring them into your business, and then help them bring in their friends. So whatever network marketing company you're in, if you're part of a team, that's a good thing. But it doesn't hurt to know other people in your company because, like I said, there are a lot of orphans. Connect as you start rank advancing, as you start getting appreciated, the company starts to edify you. You come to the attention of all the orphans. Be nice to people. And of course, this is for planning ahead because we don't expect that the company that we're in is going to tank. But if it ever does, you go to another business and you don't go by yourself. I was talking to somebody yesterday who had followed some people to 3 different companies. All of the companies went out of business. And I told him, I said, maybe it's time for you to start leading people. A faster way to become a top earner is to talk to professionals that you know that have large circles of influence, bring them into your business, and help them bring in their friends. The fastest way to become a top earner, and it's just something I didn't learn until I was in this business for 3.5 years. Talk to professionals that you want to know that have large circles of influence. Bring them into your business and help them bring in their friends. These people are called outsider wills. I apologize. I knew this. Okay. The people who know the most people are the people that you want to talk to. What I didn't know, what I didn't learn for 3 years, 3.5 years, the fastest and easiest way to become a top earner is to talk to network marketing professionals that have large circles of influence. Bring them into your business and help them bring in their leaders and team members. December of, I think it was 1997, I recruited 20 people into my business over 4 days. I was the top recruiter for the month, won a contest. Go to a company event, in January. They bring somebody up on stage. His name was Dan Stamen, who brought 250 people into the business in 2.5 weeks. I went crazy because nobody would tell me anything of how did he do it. I ended up buying him a drink in one of the bars in the hotel, and I got his story. And when I got his story, I went back to my team and I said, listen, there are unhappy network marketers out there. Dan, in 10 years, had been in 4 companies, A, B, C, and D. When he left when first company shut down, he went to another company and he brought a whole bunch of people with him from the previous company. Every time he went to a new company, he would bring leaders and people with him. That's how he did it. 18 months later, I would go from 400 people on my team to 7,000. And then the company I was in was sold to another company, sold out from under us. I was confident that I was going to go to the top in one company. Didn't happen. These experienced network marketing professionals are what we call insider whales. So there are 10 secrets that network marketing top earners know, but you don't. And they don't talk about it because network marketing companies work on cycles of 90 days. You bring somebody into the business, if they're not active, if they're not achieving some results in 90 days, the greatest number of people who quit within 90 days. Top earning network marketers in your business don't share this information for a number of reasons. They don't want the new people to know the number one secret, which is every month, hundreds of network marketing companies close. But when you apply this information to your daily prospecting and recruiting activity, you will become a top earner much faster. Now, for those of you that participated in a previous retreat, just like Facebook is changing, just like LinkedIn is changing, today I'm going to share some information with some of you that actually were here last night, and it's all different. Applying this information is going to have an explosive effect on the growth of your business. Now, in a regular boot camp, four steps: create, connect, communicate, and close. That'll help you become a recruiter. But if you want to become a top earner, you have to become a leader. You have to know what to do with these new people that are coming into the business. And that's why we came up with, in 2016, our Top Earners 90-day game plan. What I'm going to share with you tonight helped Francisco build a team of 72,000 people in 20 months. Today, he's got 500,000 people in his business. How Sheldon become a top earner in Manatech. Added 3,500 people to his business in 3 weeks. And it helped Cindy add 3,000 people to her business. When she connected with a bunch of people from ACN, they changed the comp plan. 10 secrets. The only place you're going to hear about it is here. 1, every month, 200 network marketing companies close or make unpopular changes that drive their leaders or people from their business. Every month, 300 new companies are launched, but 93% of them are going to fail within 5 years, adding more to the first group. Network marketing companies recruit whales from other companies, just like professional sports teams will look to recruit talent. Whales are leaders that bring large groups of people with them when they join your business. 4, whales will leave a good company and move to another company. You have to ask yourself, why? Why would someone that is making a lot of money in one company go to another? There's a half a dozen reasons. Whales will leave a failing company and move to another. Well, that makes sense. If the company's going out of business, if they're not paying people, they go. They don't walk away from the industry. They find another business. And if they're reasonably successful, they can negotiate deals with a company. 85% of the whales or leaders in a company have been in more than one company during their career. Just ask your upline. How many other companies were you in? We hear all these success stories about so-and-so reaches the top of a business in the first 30 or 60 days, but they don't tell you how they did it. People usually make more money in their second or third MLM than they did in their first. If prepaid legal was interested in the internet, I don't know, I'd probably be the biggest distributor in prepaid legal now. But they weren't. And so many leaders in our company went to other companies. And they all wanted me to join them because I had the key to building a business on the internet. Everybody wants to know how to build the business on the internet. For those of you that are students, I'm teaching you that. Having that knowledge can make you a superstar in any company, make you a superstar to any leader that you talk to in any other business, because you know something that they don't. You can capitalize on it. That's what Francisco did. When you bring a whale into your business, it grows faster, obviously, because they're bringing more people in. And help is available to anyone to recruit a whale. And finally, anyone at any level of experience in network marketing can land the whale. And that's what we're going to talk about this weekend. I'm going to show you how I recruited my first whale. I was just a distributor. I was a leader, but I had a small group of people. If there were no change, there'd be no butterflies. You know, talking about posting is a way that you communicate with people. And you're in a business that's constantly changing. You need to be aware not only of what's going on in your company, you need to be aware of what's going on in the industry. Because if you are, you can tap into this huge, growing, constantly churning ocean of unhappy network marketers. When the winds of change blow, some people build walls, others build windmills. Now, you don't want to make the mistake of going out hunting for whales. Because the truth is, anybody that you talk to that's in a network marketing company could lead you to a whale, could lead you to a whale in any company. You just have to develop a relationship with the person in the business. Change takes time. This is not a get-rich-quick business. During one of our retreats, Mark Yarnell, who passed away a few years ago, he used to tell people, this is a 5-year deal. Stay in the company for 5 years, and you'll be set for life because of organic growth. But what happens if the company goes out of business? The company goes out of business and you have to go someplace else. Again, you don't have to go by yourself. So last September, New York won a landmark case against the Federal Trade Commission. Jeff Olson was one of the co-founders of the network marketing company that I was in. It was called TPN, the People's Network. Jeff had started out in NSA, went to Quorum, and then he launched the People's Network with Eric Worre, who was the co-founder. Jeff always swore he would never do a lotion and potion company. So he launched a company that was all about personal development. Couldn't make it work. Now, what he accomplished with his lawsuit against the Federal Trade Commission is going to change the deal for everybody in network marketing, right? The common rule that the government looks at to determine, is it a real deal or is it a scam, is they take the money. There has to be monthly consumption of a product or service for the government to look at it as being a real deal. Okay? So what they accomplished, but there's some other things that also came along with that. Because previously, the company was responsible for the actions of their distributors. Winning this lawsuit put the brunt of responsibility to the individual distributors. So the distributors are responsible for misleading advertising, making claims. A couple of other things. Additionally, at the end of April, the Federal Trade Commission announced a rule banning non-compete agreements. Look at the back of your distributor agreement. Most network marketing companies, part of the deal was you agreed you can't be in another one. Can only be in one. And if you were found to be in another company, they could terminate you. Kurt, that's a great question. What do you say about selling big packages to start in a number of MLM companies? Isn't that front loading? Yes, it is. Okay. And NSA did the same thing. Quorum, did the same thing. And that really comes down, Kurt, to whether you're selling one package with a lot of products or you're selling multiple, distributorships. In other words, you're going to come in, you're going to buy 3 or 4 different deals. Now, banning non-competes means you could be in more than one business. But there's another part of that agreement which says you can't sell another business or another product to other people in the same company. Now, I researched this afternoon. I looked at all the published information on this, and it's not addressed. So that's going to be something changing that comes in the future. Now, a couple of weeks ago, boot camp, we talked about Peter, who was the master distributor of a company called Awakened. And he made a big announcement that he was resigning. Question was why? Well, turns out that one of the products got some bad press, and so he didn't want to be a part of it. So he made a big announcement. He left about 3 weeks ago. And boom, on May 5th, he achieved the diamond executive rank at a company called Healthy Home. How does somebody go to the top of a business so quickly? Well, he'd been in a number of businesses. Now, let me just stay on this subject here. All right, so here's Peter. And if you look at Peter's LinkedIn profile, you're going to see a founding distributor and master distributor for several network marketing companies. So you go down and you look. Master distributor in Awaken, he quit in April. Before that, he had a wine company. Before that, he was a Blue Diamond in Jeunesse, but he came over there from Modere. He was also in a company. He was in Vasayo for almost 2 years. So what happens when somebody is in one company and they go to another company, his circle of influence, his warm market dramatically increases. So the question could be asked, why did he pick that other company? Well, Jeunesse ran into some trouble and started to break up 2022. 2023, top earners in Jeunesse started another company called Three. Three grew out of Vasayo. Dallin Larson, who started Mona V, see, people know each other. Came back, started Vasayo, could never get it to go as big as he wanted. So on February the 3rd, last year, overnight, all the employees of Vasayo were now working for Three. All of the licenses to do business in something like 14 countries were transferred from Vasayo to Three. All of the people that were building Vasayo now found out they're building Three. So how did Peter end up at Healthy Home? So we go over and we look up Healthy Home and we find out that the founders of Healthy Home, where'd they come from? They were New You Life. He was in New You Life for a year, almost 2 years. So these guys start their own company. Healthy Home was made up of a large block of former New You Life distributors. What happens? Interesting business. Knowing what's going on, how to follow up and check on things, keeps you in touch. So a company called Beauty Counter terminated all their distributors on April the 18th. the CEO and founder of the company, announced the next day, we're launching another business. And somehow the beauty counter distributors are being funneled into Arbonne. Well, how does that happen? One of the leaders goes to Arbonne, starts bringing all the people. Brandon Stevens resigned. He was in a company called Q Sciences. 6 years. He leaves. And when he leaves, he's not going by himself. Well, actually, he's leaving by himself. And then social media makes it easy for him to announce to the world, hey, I'm gone. Michael Motto, Emily, joined Impact Global. Not going to take him long at all to become a top earner. Economy, not paying their commissions, terminating leaders. How do you know you're going to get paid? Tom and Kim reached 250,000 people in 30 days. How did they do that? They came from someplace else. So is this duplicatable? Can be. I have students that are bringing people like these people into network marketing business. Amy White brought 25,000 people in to My Daily Choice. But you got to understand something. Okay, you can develop a relationship with a top earner, with a leader. They like you. And you could dazzle them with your brilliance and your mastery of social media. They still got to like the company. You're talking to a leader. The one thing that you have going for you, and I'm talking to all of my coaching students and all of my long-term students that have been through my programs. Okay, so you know how to build a network marketing business on the internet. People that you're talking to have got to like the company. All right. So let me look. For those of you that are watching this on Facebook or LinkedIn, let me take 30 seconds and explain why you really should be listening to me. In the 90s, I broke the code to a social network called America Online. I still remember the day. It was like I got hit by a bolt of lightning. Oh my God. I'm sitting in front of a computer and I'm talking to somebody in another state. I have no idea who they are, but they are a perfect prospect for my business. I use their texting feature to develop a simple formula and scripts that help me add thousands of like-minded people to a network marketing business in 18 months. And I had fun doing it. Now, over the years, I've trained or shared my formula and scripts with hundreds of thousands of affiliate network marketers around the world, who in turn have trained and influenced the millions of people that they work with. This is not hard to teach. My formula and scripts have been responsible for creating 2 generations of online 6, 7, and 8-figure earners. It's helped transform the entire network marketing business model from a belly-to-belly, face-to-face business to a virtual one. With the spread of COVID in 2019, network marketing companies that did not have virtual ways to show the business. You had to invite somebody to your home. You had to go to a hotel. Those companies died on the vine. For years, my scripts have served as a form of artificial intelligence to people struggling with what to say to their prospects, provided them with proven scripts that help them close more sales. And in these next 2 sessions of bootcamp, I am going to introduce you to Max GPT. We're going to show you the artificial intelligence scripts that LinkedIn is bringing out that are terrible. They don't work. My stuff, solid gold. Ron Federico, when we started working together, he was in a boot camp. He says, Max, help me get to executive director, and then I'll share my success with my upline, Eddie Pistoso. So I helped him. He reached the executive director. Did he tell Eddie? No. No. Because Eddie, even though they're in the same organization, it's competition. But the scripts work for everybody on his team. Now, people started calling this the Max method years ago. I'm going to fast forward here. I've made millions teaching network marketers how to turn a social network personal profile on every significant social network. From AOL, we went to Yahoo, we went to ICQ, MySpace, Facebook, doesn't matter. It will work on any social network. These scripts will work with anybody. You can turn your social network personal profile into a broadcasting platform to impact millions of people, make them millions of dollars. My track record of developing social media 6, 7, and 8-figure earners over the years in network marketing has become legendary. My mission is to help everyone with a strong desire to succeed become successful. Now, in our boot camp, for those of you that are participating, we're teaching you the basics: create, connect, communicate, and close. But if you want to become a top earner, you not only have to recruit people, you have to develop people, you have to train them. And Kurt, you're going to love this. Max GPT is going to be changing all the time. In fact, let me Max GPT is going to be a $19.95 monthly program. Okay. And the way it's going to work now, for those, you've got all the tools in boot camp, got all kinds of training with Max GPT. Has nothing to do with creating profiles. It has nothing to do with searching for people. You're going to be able to, it's like you have a direct link to me, because I have poured everything that I've ever written, all of my information, into a huge database. And all you have to do is ask a question. When I was at a teacher, I want to find a new career. We're going to give you the answer. Now, we're still training. We're still training the computer. Okay. But this is what you're going to get. That's right. I like that, Kurt. An army of Maxes. But what we're doing is we're teaching you the right things to say. Because what LinkedIn is doing, and by the way, another new part of this, is along with this, it's going to be an affiliate program. So you can tell 4 people about Max GPT, and it's not going to cost you anything. Every time you recommend it to 4 people, and the affiliate commission will literally cover your cost. Same thing, we're expanding that to boot camp, even our retreats, even my coaching programs. So there's now going to be affiliate commissions. And Kurt, you're absolutely right. The more beta users, yeah, I mean, this is something that, frankly, I am very, very excited about. And I'm excited for all of you, because what it's going to do, how do you get it? When it's done, we'll send out a note. We'll make a big announcement. We're still working on it. I was hoping that we would get it released before the end of boot camp. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but it's definitely going to be released before the end of the month. Now, so the difference is, as a student, you can go to boot camp, you can get the scripts, go through it, apply it. This is going to make the whole thing easier. But let me get back to now, I enjoy sharing success stories, not because I'm trying to impress anybody. I want to impress upon you what's possible for you. I've helped 60 people become $1 million earners in Isagenix. Anne Barante hired me to be her coach. Her first year, she doubled her business. 4 months in, she was able to quit her job. I mean, 4 steps: create, connect, communicate, and close. I want to jump back over to Francisco. Living the network marketing dream. I started working with Francisco 22 years ago when he was building a prepaid legal business. He got his income up to $3,000 a month. He was happy. He came back to network marketing in 2020. He sent me this: I'm living the network marketing dream that everyone dreams about, thanks to what you taught me. The whale that I enrolled in my business in December added 80,000 people to my business by February, helping to bring the size of my team up to 500,000 people. Everyone's highly motivated and excited because your strategies and scripts are helping almost everyone experience faster results than they ever expected. Now, the first year in 2020, when he came back into it, he developed a strategy that I absolutely loved. And in 2021, helped him with it, gave him some suggestions. 2022, his business is growing like crazy. He's recruiting whales. And I would just talk about it, but I wouldn't tell anybody how he did it. Last year, I told him, so I'm going to start talking about you a little bit more, because what you're doing, everybody can do. Renata Lundberg worked with a network marketing company called Youngevity for 17 years. About 13 years ago, a friend of hers recommended me to her, teach her how to work on Facebook. She became $1 million earner and helped a number of other people become $1 million earners. And then, out of the blue, I think it was October or November of 2020, she got a note from the head of the company. All associate agreements are canceled. The last time you'll get paid is November. Out of the blue, gone. So what did she do? She used everything that I taught her, went back on Facebook, found another company. She jumped into LifeWave. 6 months later, she was at the top of LifeWave. She brought so many people over, and the quality of people that she brought and the stability of the growth impressed the owners of the company to where she's on their executive training board. Again, this is why I say that you're betting on management. Howard Steger has got a phenomenal story. Brand new to network marketing. Worked with him in 2010. Before the end of the year, he was making a six-figure income monthly. He didn't want to work that hard. So he brought his daughter, his son and daughter-in-law into the business, let them run it. And it provided them with income. And then 2017, the company filed for bankruptcy. Ride was over. Annie Van Dyke signed up a guy in her business from Cyprus. He had 50,000 people in his former business. Anyone can do this. Nikki and Michelle from Australia became six-figure earners in Isagenix in 2 years. Send me this stuff. Someone we connected with last year using your formula reconnected with us a few months ago and has achieved great success in a short period of time. Her success has dramatically increased our business and income. That's why I say when you establish relationships with people, people will join you when it's right for them. Youngevity abandoned network marketing, send out a note to everybody. You could go on LinkedIn and you could find them. Mary Kay pulls out of Australia. You could find these people. So at the end of the day, and I prepared dozens of other examples. Zija acquired 3 companies in 2017, Emza Gold, Kivana, and Zango. Only to be sold to Isagenix in 2020. This is a big deal. The people in Zango always told everybody that binaries are bad. Well, Zija is a binary. Isagenix is a binary. When your company is taken over by another company, there's a period. What are you going to sell? Youngevity took over a bunch of companies. I'm watching, there's a couple of companies out there that are into power and, electricity. And if you look at the history, going back to 2012, these companies go network marketing to build and expand a network. And then they get to a point in time where the owners of the company will say, wait a minute, we're paying this guy $100,000 a month after month after month. He already got us the business. And that's what happens with some companies, with some company owners. Companies have distributors that are making all this money month after month after month after month. The companies forget this is a relationship business, and they go attempt to change the deal. That is what all of you are dealing with. Okay. So let me come back over here because you just need to be aware of what's going on. So our last two sessions of boot camp are Tuesday and Thursday. And then on Friday, we have 3 days. It's going to start on Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's going to go from 10 to 3. Saturday, it's going to start at 11, not 10. And it's going to run again till 3. And then Sunday from 10 to 1. And you're going to get the whale book, How to Recruit Whales, the 90-day game plan, how you build a business. Things change all the time. On Friday, I'm going to share my story, the 10 secrets that are never talked about, and we're going to dive into them. All those 10 things that I shared with you earlier, so that you understand what's happening in the business, how to connect with whales, how to position yourself as a social media expert. I'm going to put the link in one more time. maxsteinhardt.com/retreat. And use the promo code. Great deal. Additionally, if some of you didn't take advantage of the Mother's Day promotion and you still want to get into boot camp, here's the link for that. I have one more announcement. Let me see how many. I have a number of people here that are coaching students, and I've got a really an exciting announcement for all my coaching students. My schedule can get pretty hectic sometimes, and students didn't want to wait. You know, you got a hot prospect, you want help with it. So what we're starting to do, actually, we started to do it already this week, is if you're a coaching student and you need me for anything, you can jump on an Ask Max session. Now, in the past, it didn't count against your coaching time. But in order to accommodate everybody moving forward, it will. So if you have 6 hours of coaching, or you have 7 hours of coaching, or you have 10 hours, whatever it is, you can do them in private sessions. You can jump on an Ask Max session because you need the help. You got a prospect. I'll work with you, help you solve whatever question or problem you needed. But now it's going to count against your coaching time. On the good news is, like I said, you have more access. On Saturday, I'm really excited about, $1 million mindset. I'm going to give you proven steps. For those of you that participated in a previous, even the winter retreat that we did, I think at the end of February, I've expanded that. I've actually picked the brain of 3 million-dollar earners that I work with. And we talked about the mindset, affirmations, daily exercises that you can take to continuously feed your brain, fortify your confidence level. This is going to be a game changer for everyone. Secrets to closing more sales in less time, live texting tactics, and then we're going to go through the 90-day game plan. And that changes all the time. New things are taking place on the internet. We're going to show you how to build your business, how to go to the top of your company in 90 days. It's going to require a commitment of 2 to 3 hours a day to do it. And that's all there is to it. So, knowing how the game is played, you can pop on LinkedIn and find great prospects for your business. Now, LinkedIn again is changing. For those of you that have been on it recently, is we're recently removed inactive accounts. So your list of connections may have changed. Now, one of the reasons they're starting to do that now is because their numbers have grown so high. They can afford to start dumping some without altering their appeal to be able to say, yes, it's this one here. Right now, they got 1,050,000,000 people. So they can afford to start knocking some off. Keep that number going. Tomorrow night, we'll be back in boot camp. We're going over communication, how to talk to people, what to say to people. We're going to give you proven scripts. If there's anybody here that wants to get a jump on my coaching program, please type in the chat coaching, put your phone number in, or write to support@maxsteingart.com. By altering how we're going to be doing coaching, it's right now I'm only limited to 25 people a month in coaching. And we're going to be able to add another 5 people to the schedule, because now we'll be doing some coaching during the ES Max hours. That's the good news. Bad news is, like everything else that is going up, my coaching fees are going up. We're going to load it up with a lot of material. For those of you that are familiar with our 90-day game plans, we're coming out with a new 90-day game plan, which will give you all a lot more tools. Stephen, you're already a coaching student. If you need more time, reach out to to Casey. I'm not Casey, to Callie. And she can get you set up. And for existing coaching students, um, you're investing in yourself. Okay. Somebody asked me the other day. Actually, I was talking to somebody that thought I charged $25,000 for coaching, and I have people that have paid me more than that. How good do you want to get? How fast do you want to go? Some of my coaching students have paid me $100,000 over the space of 12 months because they wanted to master this. They wanted to get good at it. That's what it takes. You go to college. Every professional athlete has a coach. Um, the when you register for the retreat, you should have the availability of the tools. So if you're if you register for the retreat, you won't have the videos because those are going to be live, but you should have access to the whale book. You should have access to the 90-day game plan. If you don't, then write to the colleges don't teach what I teach. Well, you know, that's so true. And what's behind our expansion is I want to reach Marvin. All you have to do is right. You know you can walk. Half the people in boot camp are either in Australia or actually in the UK or they're in Europe. So a lot of people don't watch the live ones. By the same token, half the people in the retreat are going to watch the recordings. Anybody else have any questions? You go to my website, and when you go to the training area, you'll have access to the May boot camp. So you have access to the recorded sessions of April. Now we've already had the first one, create your page. That one went 2 hours and 20 minutes. The second one, connecting with people, that went 2 hours and 14 minutes. Tomorrow night, communicate and qualify your prospects. Then Thursday, how to close a sale. Dennis, I didn't go sailing on Sunday because it was Mother's Day. Okay, so um, Father's Day I get to go, but the family we had a phenomenal dinner at a Greek restaurant, and it was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So I will be back tomorrow. We'll have a 9:30 broadcast, and 4 o'clock broadcast, and then of course boot camp is tomorrow night. So until next time, remember this: talk to people. That's what you have to do. You could talk to 5, 10. You're learning a dance. The more you dance, the more time you spend out on the dance floor, the better you will get. But just remember this: you're planting seeds. You're planting seeds.